everyone, welcome PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Gore Screaming Show, and I'm extremely scared about this episode. This episode might be the scariest and the most terrifying episode of the whole Gore Screaming Show. Why is that? Because it's episode 69, and what's going to happen, I have literally no idea, so let's just go into it and let's see what horrors are we going to see this time. I mean, there was no horrors in Yamiko Road so far, but who knows, maybe this episode is a special one, so let's go. The following day, Kyoji spends the day gazing out the window moodily, his cheeks resting on his hand, seeing that Shinta approaches him timidly. Yeah? What? Yeah, we got a visitor. I don't look bitter. Okay. Kyoji answers, pouting. Some old friend of Yamiko waltzed into our house last night. I don't really know him, but he ticks me off, yeah. Typical Kyoji. Oh my god. No, he's her childhood friend. I mean, in one road you were like together with your childhood friend, so I don't see the reason why they couldn't be a boyfriend. I mean, yeah, we know the circumstances, but Kyoji don't, so yeah. They could assume that. But Kyoji's on the revenge path, so yeah. Kyoji corrects him right away. I mean, I live there too, so it's not that weird. Shinta frowns and peers at Kyoji's face. Yeah, pretty much. Ah, of course not. Yeah. Shinta knows. Shinta looks displeased. At this rate, he really will end up concluding Kyoji's full mood is born of jealousy. So Kyoji wanting to keep him from that conclusion upends. Well, there's that, but I spent the last 2 days helping Yamiko with work. So she had her howling, tons of heavy stuff around. It was hell. Something about local legend. A man-eating demon, I think. Oh, he actually brought it up in school. I don't think like it ever happened before. You did? Call me surprised. You're into this sort of thing? Shinta strikes Kyoji as the type who care even less about the occult than he does. Oh, okay. Kyoji rests his chin on his hands. He appreciates the offer, and it could end up being useful for Yamiko. Would you do that? Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure, he will be only interested in occult books only if he's into Yamiko. Yeah, like... yeah. Shinta taps his chest reassuringly. Yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah. Kyoji gives his half-hearted reply. Shinta claps his hands together. Field trip. Okay, yeah. So, can I skip this? I don't think so, because we're going to have a different theme probably, right? Or something. Why I thought like... Huh. In previous episodes I said that we didn't had the trip. Oh yeah, because Yoshiki just happened. Yeah. Because usually we get to see Yoshiki after the trip. Okay, never mind. Ah, sure, I will do that. But things end up going in the direction Kyoji doesn't expect. Okay. So we're still going to do this. Okay, can I skip this? Is this different? I don't think so. Okay. Huh, so what kind of team are we going to end up with then? Seems like Yuka regardless want us to get there. Also, thank you for actually reminding this to me. I don't know if I commented on this actually, on your comments in the previous episodes. I'm not entirely sure. But you told me reminded me the lines that Yuka said about Hikun, and she said that she wants to kill Hikun after Sayumi. So yeah, I'm getting really scared about Yamiko now. Why Yuka behaved so good next to Yamiko though? She was like extremely well behaved. That was weird. So yeah, if she wants to kill her, that's bad. Yeah. The teacher talking strangely. Kyoji exchanges puzzles look with the classmates. Yeah. The entire classroom starts murmuring in confusion. One of the boys raises his voice, but the teacher ignores his question and starts passing out handouts with awkward, stiff motions. Kyoji reads the handout passed down to him from the front seat. What is this paper? The group assignments are written in childish, crude handwriting, as if the teacher wrote them in his non-dominant hand. And the spacing between each of the letters is weird too. So much so that it's difficult to read. Each letter is either too high, too low, or simply off, the ones that before and after. Also, I still cannot skip this, okay. The names keep wandering out of the lines, meaning it's hard to tell who's in which group. On top of that, the groups have been given strange names like Happy Bear Group, Hoppy Rabbit Group. I forgot about these names actually. Wow, because we're always skipping this. That's funny. Incidentally, Kyoji Group is called Brady Cat Group. Okay. Was that? Okay. Was that the same? Is it the same name that it's always been here? Or maybe they changed it for this road? I wonder. Yeah, us and the other members are Akane, Aoi, and Kika. Oh, so we're doing exactly the same thing. Okay. Never mind then. That's fortunate enough, since no Satashima gang are in it, but Kyoji looks at the assignment, puzzled. Maybe he's reading too much into it, but the rest of the group seems to have been organized either by alphabetical order or according by the seat number. So why is Kyoji group the only that's different? One girl raised her hand in complaint. A few others starts murmuring in agreement. Yep. The teacher slams the textbook on his hand in his lectern. The girl who spoke up jolts in fright. Okay, calm down. With each word, he slams the book against the table again and again. He jumps up high, behind the lectern, shaking his head so hard his hair flaps around. It looks to Kyoji like his headbanging at the concert. The teacher points the door, rotting its mouth. The Shima group is first to stand up. Okay. He and his flunkies ignore the group assignments, walking out the classroom. And still cannot skip this. This is weird. After that, the rest of the students, although seemingly displeased with the affair, join up with their groups and leave. The girls approach Kyoji. Okay, yeah, good idea. They pick up their notebooks and writing utensils before going to their feet. As they are about to leave the classroom, Kyoji turns around one last time. He sees the teacher suddenly look up at it like a toy, just head at spring, freshly wound. Yeah. He turns to Kyoji group, his expression blank and his mouth closed, and waves at them the same as a small child might. Kyoji feels like he's just witnessed something oddly forbidden. That thought makes him hurry out into the corridor and close the door behind him. Everyone chimes in something, but it feels like none of them are that convinced of what they're saying. Let's get going. You don't have much time to do this. At Kyoji urging, the group starts moving forward towards their designated spot. Okay, so we're back to this place. Yep. They step onto the shrine grounds. Kyoji lets out a heavy sigh. The design site, is, as on the handouts, is near Nishimori Shrine. They all agreed to be faster to get through the shrine grounds, and they've ended up here again, 5 days after the first visit. Okay, we have first Kika striking the conversation, let's see. Kika waves at him. They go down a road leading away from the shrine to the trail. If they go much further, they will find the Hokora Yamiko investigated the other day. Despite being the most athletic amongst them, by virtue of being on the soccer team, Shinta's the first to complain. Yeah, sure. Aren't you in sports club? Yeah, okay. Fair point. Kana looks a little displeased. I mean, we know why. This area has some pretty bad memories for her and Kyoji after all, yep. There's a blank map on the handout. The part that depicts the top of the mountain when the Hokora is circled. Okay, when they reach the peak, Akane starts drawing the Hokora. Alice says, nervously fidgeting around. If we do that, all will be drawing his trees. Although actually, if you go a bit ahead, there's an old well. Kyoji raises his hand to point it out. Yes, you don't know about it either, huh? Yeah, there is. It's a pretty old one, and we can add it to the map, so let's check it out. Oh, wait. Did they, like, ever go to the well on this assignment? Can you let me know in the comment, like, remind me? I think, like, they never went to the well, actually. I think they went straight, like, to, like, random place, like, they were, like, wandering, and they found the mansion, right? I think. Oh, I'm remembering it wrongly. Can you remind me? No one seems to be against it, and with nothing else to investigate, they end up going to the well. Huh, okay. Once they arrive at the well, Akane regards it with surprise. Or maybe they always did and I just forgot. Kika looks surprised too. Apparently, I think it was like towards the end of the war, or in the post-war period. Some new religion used it to perform some kind of ritual or something. Yeah, we learned that from Yamiko, yeah, that's why this is new. Hearing Aoi say that, Kyoji turns sheepish. My guardian is a writer for the Occult magazine, so I helped her out a bit while she was investigating the area. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I even went down into the well. Yeah, it's been cool. And terrifying as hell. Having Kika compliment him like this, make him feel more bashful. Terrifying and hot and wet and just like well with like occult stuff. And dark. Feeling rather proud of himself, Kyoji answers. Well, when you get to the bottom, there's this tunnel extending ahead. Prison cell. Okay, Yuka, you just gave us the name of the thing. Okay, so that's a prison. Thanks, Yuka. Appreciate the information. Hearing a sudden voice speak up behind him, Kyoji jolts. Hi. Oh god. When did she show up? A girl is suddenly standing behind them. You are the girl from before. Okay. The girl looks at Kyoji and cocks her head with a cherubic smile. Oh, so there is a mansion, yeah. Okay. So maybe they went to the well and then saw the mansion, it's always been a thing? Shinta stares at the house, his mouth hangs open. Stop looking at it all like Jode, or we will leave you behind.
ちょっと待ってくれよ。
The other three are walking ahead, following the girl.
こんなところにこんなお屋敷があったなんて知らなかったな。
Did I miss something? So we just skipped the saying like, yeah, follow me or something, right? Wow, this is so inconsistent writing. They just met with her, she smiled, and now suddenly they following her. Can't you just like add like 2 more sentences about like, follow me, I will live next door or something? To make it makes more sense. Come on. Even I picked this up.
他の場所にあったのを移築したのよ。
Okay.
へえ、素敵なお宅ね。どうもありがとう。
The girl introduced herself as Yuka. She lives in this area. Apparently she's frail and sickly, so she can't go to the school. Then she asked them to come to her home to spend some time with her. Hearing this request, Akane, ever the helpful type, immediately say yes. Okay.
少しだけならいいよね。
Oh, we just... okay.
この辺りに。
Okay, that's... okay. Thank you, Gore Screaming Show, for actually making sense out of writing. Thank you. This makes sense now, when you give me the flashback. Oi, question voice is a concern. Everyone but Kika was worrying about it. Even Kyoji, despite being gone for a few years, did spend a lot of his young life in this town. So while he might have missed more inconspicuous places like the well and the Hokora, he wouldn't have overlooked the mansion. But the girl did indeed lead them to the big house.
なあなあ、教授。
Oh, I don't even have a choice this time. Oh, okay. Huh?
素敵なオタクなんて言ってるけどさ、どっちかっつうとホラー映画に出てきそうだよな。
Yeah, kind of. They whisper to each other. The house does feel very gloomy. The air is heavy and oppressive and somehow a little moist. Maybe brickwork houses like this just don't mesh well with Japan's humidity. It feels like it would be a pain to live here. They advance a bit down the hall and the door opens. A hunched lady steps out it, leaning on a cane. She seems confused to find kids in school uniforms in her house.
お母さん。
Yeah.
この人たちね、山の下の学校に通う人たちなんですって。校
Yeah.
学習で近くまで来てたの。お友達になってもらおうと思って。
Yeah. Momon, you haven't been the best sister, but I don't think you deserve that. I mean, Yuka is pretty much a monster at this point. I mean, everyone makes pranks, right? I don't know what you did, like, later or something, but maybe we'll, like, find out. But, yeah, like, okay, I'm not going to talk about, like, Momo and Yuka now, because we don't have enough information. We just know that she's kind of been an ass. Because, like, yeah, like, the candies and stuff. She was like, yeah, she deserved that, ha 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 ha. Yeah, but it's like, I guess, like, at some point everyone, like, would do something like that, right? It's like being annoying and kind of ass to the sibling, I guess. So yeah, let's just yeah.
そうなの。よかったわね。
When we learn more about the backstory, then we will like tier list her into like, I don't know, either being a good, either being decent, or being a trash. I don't know. The woman speaks with a feeble voice.
こんにちは。突然上がり込んでしまって。
Chika and Takane bowed their heads politely.
紅茶をお願いね、お母さん。
Yeah, they spend the next hour or so chatting with Yuka before leaving the mansion. Yuka escorts them to the entrance. Oh, we just like skipped the whole like scene in the mansion. Okay.
ゆかちゃん、お姉ちゃん、また遊んでね。また来るわね。
Why she's non-aggressive? She's not even passive-aggressive. She's like literally non-aggressive in this role. What?
また。
I'm so weirded out by this. This is not Yuka. Why she's not aggressive? A calendar girls all seems to like Yuka. Even Aoi seems loath to say goodbye to her. But Kyoji's relieved to finally be out of the house. But why does he feel this way? Yuka's so innocent and friendly, and most of all adorable. Even Kyoji can't deny that she's as pretty as a doll. But when everyone was chatting with her, Kyoji felt uncomfortable the whole time. What was it that felt so wrong? Something felt eerie out of place, like they were somewhere they shouldn't be, or wearing something they shouldn't wear. The tea was tasty, and the room was clean and warm. Mika was bright and cheerful the whole time, and everyone else seems to enjoy being with her, but somehow it all felt wrong. It felt fabricated, artificial. Maybe it was because of her mother. She kept looking at their faces, almost as if in fear. Like she was carefully gauging the reactions. Or maybe it was the suffocating air that seems to hang over this mansion. It's then that Kyoji realized Yuka's still looking at him. Or maybe her stare was what made him ill at ease. Yeah, probably. Like for some reason that we'll learn later, like she's like so fixated on Kyoji. Just why? Every time she was talking to everyone, Yuka kept staring at him the whole time, just like this, always with a thin smile on her lips.
どうしたのお兄ちゃん。気分でも悪くなった？
No, but you are weirding me out. He sees Yuka mother stand behind her. In the entrance hall, she's looking straight at him. In the contrast to the way Yuka gazes at him, her gaze seems to stab him. Her eyes, more like they are clinging to Kyoji. They meet his, as she parts her lips as if to say something. But at the very edge of the hall, he sees a glimpse of something like the black fabric. Just then the mother expression changes. Yeah. She goes completely pale. She flees into the room, tipping over her bad leg. What was that just now? Yep. The first encounter with Gore.
お兄ちゃん、どうかしたの？
Despite them being the ones being escorted out, Yuka mother walks off, stunned. Yuka looks up at him, curiously.
お母さんがどうかした？
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. She's just like trying to help us. Yuka narrows her eyes ominously. No, not really. Actually, is there anyone else in the house besides you and your mom?
いないよ。さっきも言ったみたいに、うちはお母さんと私の二人だけだもの。
What about the black shadows? I could swear I saw something else moving around inside. It looked like half of a shirt or something. I think that Yuka brings a hand to her mouth and chuckles.
お母さんが窓を開けたままにしてたのよ。
Okay.
カーテンがなびいてたんだわ。
Right, okay, that's a good save.
まったく、お母さんたら本当にドジで嫌になっちゃう。
Please
ちゃ
no.
んと叱っておかなくちゃ。
Please no, Yuka. Oh my god. Yuka puts her hand on her hips in a theatrical display of anger, and her big round eyes twinkle impishly.
教授、行こうぜ。
At some point, Kyoji's friends had already made it to the edge of the mansion grounds. Bye. Kyoji says briefly and turns to the others.
また来てね。必ずよ。
Yuka calls out to him from behind. Shinta, who walked back to meet up with Kyoji, regards him with a smirk.
教授、えらく気に入られてたじゃん。
Yep, she definitely is, but why she's so obsessed? I literally have no idea or memories. Seems like maybe memories. Because Yuka seems to know us from somewhere and she told us before that you don't remember and something like this. So when did we met her? How? What the fuck? As Eve. Shita pokes him in the ribs as they go. Therefore he stands ahead of them and seems to be talking about Yuka. Actually, she might have met him when he was like very young actually. Because now when we know that she's like sipping into the life force basically of Momon, right? Like she's like taking her age to not age, right? Something like this. From my understanding. Like, Yuka is supposed to be around the age of Yamiko at this point, right? Because they were all the friends in the backstory. So I assume that she stopped aging like a very long time ago, around the time of that backstory. And she met Kyoji when he was like a little child, maybe, and they made some kind of promise or something. But since it's been a very long time ago, and then like things with Akane happened, like he had some trauma and everything, and he forgot about Yuka, like meeting Yuka, basically. And this is some kind of like important promise or something for Yuka. That's why she's so fixated on Kyoji, but Kyoji don't remember it because he's been like just a little kid. Like he was even younger than when what happened with Akane, probably. Right? We don't know exact age yet, but yeah, he must be like very little, so he forgot like his like early days, basically, right? Yeah, because Yuka is not aging, so yeah, it's definitely to meet the like they met as the friends, basically, or something. Very early one, like yeah. We'll see, but it's probably something like that, like because of trauma with Akane and like moving out, being like long time away. I mean, come on, he don't even remember Aoi, right? He hung out with Aoi and she was always like somewhere in the like background, and he forgot about her. And this is, I guess, like no wonder that he forgot about Yuka. If all, like, they probably just like met, like maybe like Kyoji helped her or she helped him and they made some kind of promise and then they never met again. Well, yeah, he would forget that. He's forgetting Aoi, like, yeah, so obviously he will forget Yuka as well. I wonder what kind of promise or like situation that was. I guess we'll keep reading and find out, huh? What exactly happened. But they definitely met at some point. Shinta pokes him in the ribs as they go. The priest stands ahead of them and seems to be talking about Yuka. Kyoji hears Aoi chime in to agree, which strikes him as very curious. They haven't spoken much, so he feels a bit bad about making assumptions, but Aoi strikes him as the kind of person who doesn't really care much about others. I guess you all really like that girl, huh? Unless she's like staring at you like 24/7. Shinta doesn't seem to think there's anything strange about her either. Yeah, I guess. What is it then? What is it, this feeling of tugging at him, like the bone stuck in his throat? Something swirls inside him, keeping him from admitting that this girl is adorable as she appears. And even if he were to tell everyone else about this feeling, they probably wouldn't understand what he means. Maybe just that impression from when he first met her. Kyoji forces himself to believe that. The way her voice seems to echo, the way she looked like a daydream, the way he got lost, the way his bike tire went flat without warning. Come to think of it, his bike is still where he left it, behind the school building. And the second time he met her was after he saw that eerie sight at the bottom of the well. Maybe he ended up associating her presence with the unpleasant feelings back there, and he's just feeling weird around her for not a good reason. Yeah, you have probably very good reasons. I wonder if like it's like there's like I wonder if there's possibility, like in Gore Screaming Show, that we are going to have like some kind of like fight between Kyoji and Yoshiki. Like actual fight for Yuka. Like, what if like there's like when we will get finally Kyoji memory, because there's definitely going to be backstory when Yuka met with Kyoji. There's definitely going to be. So if Kyoji will remember what happened, I wonder if this is going to be very important to him and he will suddenly starts like wanting to protect Yuka, and Yoshiki wants to kill Yuka. So we have like two opposites here. So are we going to have a duel basically between Yoshiki and Kyoji for Yuka? I wonder if that's possible. That's another thing that occurred to me right now.
二人とも急いで授業終わっちゃうよ
You are outside in the woods, there's no classes. We'll be right there. Kyoji calls out and takes off after them. Okay, I'm back.
おかえり
So we haven't met Yoshiki outside the mansion actually. This time at all. Yamiko's on the phone. She covers the receiver mouthpiece to call out to him.
はいでは明日お伺いしますのではい
Okay. So she's going out of the city, so probably similar to Aoi Road, right? It must be work related. She's talking in her serious work mode tone. Miko presses the end call button on her phone and pumps a fist.
よっしゃ面会の了承取った
Okay. What was that about the work?
そうよちょっとね会うのが難しい人に取材する必要があって紹介してもらったり仲介してもらったり
Okay.
大変だったんだから
Ah, by the way, where's the old man? Yoji looks around the room, but Yoshiki nowhere to be seen.
よしきあいつ
Huh.
調べ物があるとか言って昼過ぎから出てるわよ
So he went to the mansion, but we didn't met him.
ですってあでも夕飯は作っていてくれてるから一緒に食べましょうね
Good. He loves the meat, but Yoshiki cooking is a pro level. After eating convenience store bendos for so long, he feels like he needs to savor this. Yoshiki ends up coming home late, as Kyoji is getting ready for bed. Okay, guitar scene? Or something? I mean, he don't know that we visited Yuka mansion, right? So he have nothing to talk about really with us about Yuka, because he have no idea that we went there. So what can we talk about? He hears a knock on the door. Kyoji accepted it to be Yamiko, but it turns out to be Yoshiki. Kyoji look at him cautiously, unsure as to why he's here. Can I help you? I was just about to go to bed. Okay. Whereas Yoshiki steps into his room, his eyes settle on the guitar resting in the corner. Okay, yeah. Yeah, what about it? Yoshiki picks up the guitar without permission. Hey, who said you could? But next moment, Kyoji is stunned by what he hears. Yep, we have the guitar scene. Yoshiki gently holds the guitar and strums it, producing a tune with completely different from the sounds it makes when Kyoji tries to play it. Wow. The whisper leaves his lips naturally. Yoshiki narrows his eyes and nostalgically plays the guitar. His fingers flow over the strings skillfully, strumming one compliment chord after another. Kyoji realizes that Yoshiki's fingertips are flat, with hard, thick calluses. Those are hands of the practiced guitarist. Back then, when Kyoji started, the acoustic guitar strings were so hard, strumming them made him cry out in pain. Yoshiki's hands stop. He pats the guitar surface gently and makes to hand it to Kyoji. Yeah. We just getting nostalgic, we know. Kyoji shakes his head without even thinking about it. It's cool, all good, but can you play some more? Yoshiki looks surprised, but at Kyoji prodding, starts playing again. You're good. Aren't you like some kind of pro, like a studio musician? Okay. Yoshiki shakes his head with a sardonic smile. But like, you definitely play a lot, right? You're really good. Are you in a band? Used to be, okay. Oh, that's cool. Good point. Yeah, I've been wanting to do that someday, but At this point, Kyoji comes to his senses. Moments ago, he had such a negative opinion of this guy that he baffled by his own sudden change in his attitude. So you said you wanted to talk to me? Kyoji asks, cautious of how stiff his expression become. Still strumming the guitar, Yoshiki starts on the subject. Okay, so he's actually aware of this. How do you know about that? Okay, and you did an encounter with us. Okay, this is different. Looking into something. Is he investigating local legends like Yamiko? Kyoji shrugs. Seriously? You could have said something there. Okay. So we're meeting only with Kyoji this time, without other friends being influenced with his presence. Okay. Yoshiki voice is stiff. Maybe Kyoji imagining things. But the soft tunes of the acoustic guitar suddenly felt hard and sharp. We're on the field trip for school, investigating local landmarks. Little girl talked to us. She says she lives in the area and asked us to come over and play with her. Also, this is a situation when we actually... This is actually different, like way different. It's not only the place that happened, like changed when we talk with Yoshiki about this. This is also the whole environment. Because if we would met him like outside of the mansion, they would be like very suspicious about him. They were very suspicious about him, and they didn't want to talk to him and like tell him anything. But now Kyoji like hears his guitar and everything, and he's starting to trust him, and this conversation will go way different. Kyoji will be open to talk about whatever Yoshiki wants to know. So yeah, this is like totally different mood of this conversation, and Yoshiki might get new informations, better informations than last time. Yeah, that girl Yuka, and the lady who's probably her mother. It was just them, I think. He trails off. The black shadow he spotted on his way out is still waiting in his mind, but Yuka said it was just her and her mother in the house. Yeah. No, but I saw something in shadows. Kyoji raised his head in surprise. It feels like Yoshiki just read his mind. At some point he stopped strumming the guitar. Yoshiki looks Kyoji straight in the eye. I think so, but the girl Yuka, she said that there's no one but her and her mother. Yoshiki mouths a brief "I see" and seems to sink into his thoughts for a while. Kyoji feels relief at having his sharp gaze off him. Okay. Oh, not really. No, there was a time before that I saw her when Yamiko and I were investigating that well. But when Kyoji says that, Yoshiki's expression contours angrily. What? Did I say something wrong? It's been like non-aggressive and like I don't remember exactly what she said. She was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. Something like that. There's something blood curdling to Yoshiki's expression and tone. Kyoji shakes his head. No, not really. She just asked if she's my guardian, that's all. Yeah. Yoshiki closes his eyes and takes a long breath. Okay. Hey, do you have some kind of problem with that girl? If Yoshiki's attitude related to the sense of unease that only he seems to feel around Yuka? Yoshiki doesn't answer his question though. He says this. Okay. Really, what is it? Uh-huh. Yeah, sure, I can do that. See, this is like entirely different dynamic between these two. This is entirely different dynamic. That's a strange request. What does Yoshiki want with Yuka? He's almost old enough to be her father. Plus, the entire attitude he gives off almost makes it seems like he's wary of her. Oh, Yuka. Oh, Yuka doesn't... Oh, she didn't recognize her. That's why she don't want to murder her right now. Oh, I thought like she saw her and she actually like was like non-aggressive, but I guess like she just didn't recognize Yamiko being grown up. Probably last time when she saw her was when they were kids, and she didn't recognize her. So without the first name, she don't know. Her name is Himeko, right? Oh, Kyoji, you... Oh, don't. I swear, yeah, just follow his lead and don't tell her real name around Yuka. Never ever. Oh my god. So that's why she's not aggressive right now. Oh god. Yeah, Miko's real name. Yeah. Yeah, just like make her out of the picture. That woman. It strikes him as an appropriate way to referring to Yuka. Yeah, she's at the age of Yamiko, but yeah, okay. She's as adorable as a doll. Yoshiki, however, refers to her that way, like he's condemning a criminal. Does she have something to do with Yamiko? What? You leave out the most important parts? Keep it up, and I will just stop listening to you. Being one-sidedly ordered around like this isn't exactly pleasant. But what Yoshiki says next makes Kyoji freeze up. Oh shit, wow, okay, that's a hard one, yep. Yeah. Kyoji's at a loss of words. His words are all too sudden. The things he's saying are so detached from normal life. They just don't feel right. It's unrealistic. Like he's reading lines out of manga or novel. An awkward smile plays over Kyoji's lips. Come on man, feeding me lines like that, that's so stupid. Oh my god, Kyoji, just shut the fuck up. Yoshiki plays the guitar on the bed and gets to his feet, and then, with an overly serious face, he says something strange. Oh shit, just... whoa, okay. Okay. Huh? Damn, Yoshiki is just like straightforward, holy shit. He silently closes the door behind him. Kyoji watches him leave, stand, and finally comes to. All the blood rushes to his head and he slams his fist into the pillow. Cut out with your bullshit. Me and Yamiko-san? I don't feel about her like that. Yeah, sure. He then shuts up, realizing Yamiko might hear him. He punches the pillow again, and this time he dives into the bed. What's with the old man? Why does everything he says have to be so weird? That makes sense. Something strange is going on here, but the fact that he can't understand any of it makes him feel terrible. Seriously, what's going on? Whispering about it doesn't make things any clearer, but this is all he can do to lessen the discomfort waiting on his heart. Okay, so we really don't want to reveal her identity. Great. It's definitely going to happen, huh? He had an odd dream. Oh. And Yuka music. Yeah, that's going to be terrifying next episode. Yeah, I'm going to save here and we're going to see this dream next time. Unless there's some, like, the scene I would have to censor, then I would just stitch this to this one. So, yeah, there might be a cut now. Or maybe not, it depends. If I want to stitch this. Anyway, thank you everyone for being with me for today's episode. Has been actually not that scary as I expected. It might be scary in the next one. But yeah, that's a very fair warning from Yoshiki. The dynamic between Kyoji and Yoshiki is so different right now. And yeah, it turns out Yuka just don't know Yamiko's true name because she forgot. I mean, not forgot, she just don't recognize her like adult form, basically. So yeah, this is going to be interesting, how this will end up. Is Emiko going to be safe or not? Will Kyoji protect her or not? Will he listen to Yoshiki or not? Who knows? Kyoji is dumb, so he might not listen. Anyway, thank you everyone. So comments are yours, leave your comments down below, leave a like if you like the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, you can also become a member if you would like to support me and see the episode earlier. Thank you everyone once again, and for the Pocket Watch is going out.